Good evening, YB gang. Burgers, say hello to the YB gang.
Oh.
Like, give them a warm welcome.
YB game. I'm here from the Dustman's basement. He has me hostage. Please break me out. He lives in Orlando, Florida. Please, I need help. Send critical. Send somebody. Please.
Oh my goodness! I don't even live in Orlando. Stop capping.
I can't escape. Instead of stairs, there's a moat of alligators, and I can't get near it.
There are
I can't
no
get near the door.
alligators in Orlando.
He's lying. He's trying to kill me.
Like, this guy's
trying to escape, man.
Himself right now for no reason.
Man, I don't think it's. I think they have both actually. Yeah, never mind.
What?
Yeah, they both have crocodiles and
I
alligators.
think Florida has crocodiles and alligators, doesn't it?
Yeah, we have both.
Ah.
But yeah, as you can see, YB gang, you know, we have to bid farewell to the old. This is the.
Oh my God!
Turning into a fresh start.
They're trying to break out of this place.
I do have to design.
What are you guys gonna do after Umineko? Have you guys thought that far?
Oh my God!
Burgers, do you know what has to happen?
Huh.
It's like, you know what has to happen, right?
No.
What the heck, man?
Oh my God!
What the heck, man? This is just erroneous.
Alright, YB gang. I've been digging a tunnel for the past couple of days. I found some dinosaur bones. Helped to summon some Brits to save me.
I'll probably touch this up later. This looks pretty good to me. And then, how do I make a folder? I forgot to make a folder. Found it. Cool. So I can just hide that. Nice. Alright, burgers. Do you know what has to happen? Are you ready to rumble?
Beto and I turned our heads to see what was going on in the
Before
climate
that, it
station.
looked like a recap.
I just made it to the Golden Land,
Yeah, so it's like
and
magic doesn't
everybody's
exist.
like, "Congratulations, Shinji."
Yeah, it's like everybody is here. Everybody is like they're all individuals, and they're all equal because they're individuals. So, and magic isn't real.
Except for Ken and Shannon,
No,
because like
they're also.
Ava and Natsui are still crying with it.
Oh yeah,
even
and
if
that's here still real. But they're still there. Something like that. These are all paid actors.
from the hall, it looked like a very high stage. A small table had been set up there, as well as a piece of parchment and an old-fashioned quill pen. He's gonna make him sign a contract. I saw that strange magical characters and Japanese were written side by side, and below it many names were written. There were 17 of them. Yeah. Grandfather was the first, and everyone's names had been signed all over it. The people who arrived at the Golden Land probably signed this one after another. Yeah.
Bad lad. Now that you are here, everyone is gathered. Listen carefully.
The Golden Land is not a world supported by the power of magic alone. The cooperation and approval of all humans who receive happiness here is required. He's just gonna say no. For that sake, we must gather the signatures of everyone here.
Last time.
Oh no.
All
But
you.
you refused to sign. Although you probably don't remember it. Because you refused to sign, this world was once again sealed in darkness.
Just hearing it like that, it kind of sounds like I'm the only stubborn one.
I don't know, I just see Beatrice's like stock expression. Like, she looks like a sticker, you know? She doesn't look like she's there.
Sticker.
It just doesn't look real.
True. That I've been a bother to everyone in various ways.
That's because your stubbornness is the real deal. It seems you received more than just blood from Kingzo.
Beto laughed amicably. I should have felt like she was making fun of me, but without thinking I went along with her, laughing and smiling. This is all one big fishing scheme.
Huh? No, literally.
It's all one big, like, they're gonna get his signature, and then they're gonna be like, ha! And they're gonna rip the page and reveal it was actually, like, a contract to, like, sign up for, like, Hogwarts.
True.
Yeah, no, literally. What I'm like, whatchamacallit? Like, Beatrice was like, oh, right, I'm not trying to, like, whatchamacallit, prove myself to him. I'm trying to have him accept me, right? So then she just, like, dressed it up really nice. And it's like, oh yeah, you know, come on, Battler, like, the witch is so cool and good. Like, your family is evil.
True.
Magic is a miracle. Miracles cannot be made complete unless everyone believes. And when you believed in the end, this miracle, the Golden Land, was completed.
Looks like I've been a real pain. So what should I do? First, sign here.
Look at this evil witch over here. You see this? She's like, oh, you know, like, magic is real. I don't know if I'm too Battler pilled, but magic is not real, okay? It's like that guy in the back of the plane. He's not real.
Sure. Then, Beatrice, you sign here.
No way, you freaking pinko.
Quill pens are pretty hard to use, huh? Whoa, it's shot?
Dude, this guy's
Come
weird.
on.
I don't turn on my
Inappropriate.
notifications once.
This is a kid's game.
Is it though?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
echarle gotas. Ah. Ah, ouais. Extended cutscene.
Are you guys reading it yet or no?
He got like cut the cutscene.
What do you mean?
Dustman was in a cutscene.
Is he still in it?
I guess so.
Alright, here we go. We're back in action, baby.
Keep on, you lizard.
What do you mean, man? Sometimes I just make the noise. I'm not even trying to, like, imitate that guy.
You just sit in your chair and just go.
Yeah, that's what I do. It's like when you get home from a long, hard day of work.
Dustman,
Isn't that what I do after?
I am like traveling across the like ice back to like the airfield so I can like leave. You know what I mean?
You're gonna go work at an airfield?
That is totally what I said, most definitely.
You said something about an airfield.
Maybe.
Exactly. Just name the other pieces. Other pieces of the puzzle, that is.
That's true.
You don't need to know the skill of power. Alright. Let's delve.
Did a 3.1 flow.
What is it? You plots?
Until 59265358988.
Plots. Shooting ink is a bad omen. Can you at least write your name quickly? Your pen's wriggling all over the place like a worm.
Yeah, you should talk, you know, woman. Don't write it in a made-up word. Beatrice is a stylish name, so write it in cursive. This is a true Western man. You're making the quill and your name cry.
Shut up. In school, didn't they tell you not to use cursive on tests?
Of course they would.
Hey, this is a solemn ceremony. Be silent.
Very well. We have gathered the 2 signatures as well as the form for the covenants. Both of you, your oath, please. What? What oath? We'll start with Beatrice. Put your hand on the covenant and take the oath. As a good witch, Beatrice swears to continue her studies from this point forth to bring happiness to the people. Say it.
Indeed. It's a little embarrassing. As a good witch, Beatrice swears to continue her studies from this point forward to bring happiness to the people. Will that do? Acceptable. Badler is next.
Let's use this oath. In the same way, Badler. Put your hand on the covenant and take the oath. As a member of the Golden Land, Usharma Badler swears to serve for the sake of his own happiness and that of his neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? As a member of the Golden Land, Usharma Badler swears to serve for the sake of his own happiness and that of his neighbor. I'm embarrassed too. What?
Listen, everyone. Here and now, we have gathered the oaths of all 18 humans who accept the Golden Land.
When Kinzo proclaimed that, everyone applauded at once, praising us. Since I had been the only stubborn one and had just been a pain, I felt a little bad about being the most celebrated one. And with that, in accordance with the ancient rites, we ask Badlerton, the last one, to make the oath to sign the invitation to the Golden Land. This is something that invites the Golden Witch Beatrice to the Golden Land. The Golden Land welcomes the Golden Witch to a consensus of those who have acknowledged it and becomes complete.
Badler, I will read it out loud. Listen carefully. The 18 of us accept Beatrice as the Golden Witch and welcome her to the Golden Land.
What's going on with you? You won't be invited unless I send an invitation.
That does seem to be the ceremony. It feels stiff even to me. Why don't we end it quickly? I've been so hungry for a while now.
Come to think of it, I've only been pecking at canned food and haven't eaten anything good.
Well, what about Runaways cookies?
That's true. Let's quickly finish this sign. What's this? I acknowledge you as a witch. Huh? That's pretty simple. Damn you, grandfather, exaggerating it so much. Hey, what's going on?
Come on,
What's
come
going
on,
on?
quickly.
Sign right here. Huh?
Quickly.
Quickly. Sign. With slightly weird and uncomfortable smiles, the two of them started demanding that I sign. At that time, an incredible sound like that of glass window breaking reverberated through the hall. The bustling tumult faded back into complete silence. I dropped the quill pen and turned around, trying to see what had happened. When I did, where had she come from? A human who clearly hadn't been there a short while ago was in the very center of the hall looking up at us. Who's that? A girl? She's probably about the same age as Jessica and me. But I didn't know that face. None of the other people here knew that face either.
Who are you? Who is this? Where did you come from? Those without invitations are not needed at my party. Servants, kick her out. As you command, surround her.
The seven sisters of Purgatory surrounded her from 7 directions, taking out magic blades that drew purple curves and blocking her. And from out of nowhere, shuffling goat-head servants appeared in great numbers surrounding that girl. On top of that, the Cheester sisters stood in front of Beto like a wall, readying a golden bow and pulling back the bowstring. But the girl didn't move at all.
She has that dog in her.
She's got that dog. On the contrary, she was still staring at us on the landing, as though she didn't mind at all. Who was she looking at? Beto? Grandfather? Could it be me? Yes. The girl was staring straight into my eyes, glaring. Then, after our eyes met perfectly, she yelled.
Me or you?
I don't know who this is.
Dude, me or you? Whatever, I'll voice her.
I don't know if Ava Beatrice is gonna come back.
Ava Beatrice has more sprites.
Dude.
It's that simple.
This man just jumped a truth nuke in the chat.
It's the truth thing. I'll do a basic voice. You mustn't sign that. Are you going to accept your own defeat? Don't be tricked by the witch.
Huh. By the witch. Huh. At that time, something incredibly strong lifted me by the nape of my neck. What's going on? And after being made to turn around behind me.
Dude, I called it though, you heard me? Earlier I called Virgilia a creepy witch. And you see she's creepy.
She's not that creepy.
What? What do you mean? She literally opened her eyes. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm flabbergasted.
I saw Virgilia with an eerie smile on her face and the muscular forms of goat monsters. The goat monster that looked about 2 meters tall was grabbing me with an arm as thick as a log. There's no need to listen to an uninvited guest. Come, offer your signature as well. On this written oath, Ushiramiya Battler acknowledges the existence of witches.
They're cheating though.
Come now, sign the written oath. Ow! Like, oh, like, ah, oh, ah. Damn it, let go! As the goat monsters held me down with the power of a vice, they forced me to grab the quill pen. Couldn't even touch the floor with my feet, much less resist.
Battler, why are you resisting? Weren't you just about to sign willingly? Don't change your mind now after all that, okay? Didn't you think for an instant that it might be okay to acknowledge witches? You thought that, right?
I was tricked? That's insane. Beto isn't that kind of...
Oh, they humanized the witch.
I told you. Like, I told you I wasn't gonna fall for it.
Sorry, Battler. I am that kind of person. Ah, it's useless now. It looks like sentimental sob stories don't suit me. Teacher, I'm counting on you to use all your strength. That was such a plain role to play, and I got so bored. I don't know who you are, girl, but I'll beat you to death, smash you, and crush you until you start trailing, okay? I'll make you regret being born a woman.
What, dude? Holy shit.
Huh.
Who writes this fucking
As
shit?
Beto waved her gold pipe. The massive chandelier hanging in the hall was electrocuted, and from that a terrible purple thunderbolt fell. Should have been a direct hit on the girl right below it, turning her to ash. However, not a single hair was singed.
She has that dog in her. Oh. So your sudden appearance here wasn't just a fluke. Tell me, state your name. I don't have any name to give you. More importantly, you idiot! How long are you gonna be tricked? You softy. Figure it out already. This is all the witch's trap.
Those words were aimed at me. This is all the witch's trap, she says. That can't be. They told the foreman's sword to become a good witch.
That's it.
Beto. All this about traps. It's a lie, right? Please, tell me it's a lie.
Sorry, Battler. It was pretty fun.
Why did she say that?
Sure, I just did what teacher told me, but look how great it turned out. Apparently, if you start out all hostile and needlessly brutal, then turn incompetent and soft at just the right moment, you can spark a huge bump on your affection meter, right?
Right?
I've heard villains who start all lovey-dovey and then freeze all the rage these days, right?
Right.
Even I've studied a bunch of those manga, anime, and gouge that have been popular lately. See?
I see.
For you, just as expected, it was tears please and you're down. Idiot! What a truly simple person. I'll call this the North Wind and the Sun strategy.
That's not. Damn you, you bastard. How could you trick me?
Yes, that expression suits you the most. That caring expression of yours really doesn't suit me after all. It made my back itch, and I was frantically trying not to let it get to me. No, that's true. It's like when Maria was helping Battler cope.
Oh, true.
Like, I can get Beatrice in that. Too bad. Witches never reform. Yeah. You take care of the signature, teacher. This unadmitted guest is my prey.
Come, you can no longer refuse to sign. Come on, look. Sign it and offer your body, your mind, and your soul. And Virgilia lifted her chin as a signal of the goat monsters with an even more vice-like power. Forced my arm to approach the parchment. Write a fake name. These guys are trying to make me sign even if it breaks my arm.
He puts down Cudler.
Cute. And a bright red light burst open with me at the center, knocking the witches and the goat monsters away. Did that girl save me? But who in the world is that? I don't have a clue.
How long do you plan to keep playing in a place like this? Give it a rest. I'm jealous of you.
I'm glad you saved me, but that's a pretty cruel way to say it. Sorry, but who are you? Is that Anji? She's not 6, though.
Witch of Rokenjima. Give him back.
She also has red hair.
Who would do that, you fool? Battler is my toy. My most favorite toy in the world. I won't get tired of him. I won't throw him away, and I won't hand him over to anyone. It could be like, do you know about Dragon Ball?
Yes. No, not really.
Well, you know Trunks?
Yes.
So, when Trunks first appears in the story, he comes from the future. And, the Trunks of, the actual timeline is, 2 years old or something?
Yeah, there's multiverses, though, because he's from a different universe, too, kind of, isn't he?
Yeah, he comes from, the bad future, but then, they fix the timeline, so the future is, changed, and so he's an alternate universe. But, yeah, it's, future Trunks, and, regular Trunks was, a baby.
Yeah. And Android 17 beat the shit out of Gohan and killed him, and took his arm.
Yeah. But then future Trunks went back to his timeline and killed both of them. He blew their heads smooth off. What is it? Yeah, I already read that. Even Battler is enjoying this to the fullest. Together with me, he is having so much fun playing. No matter who you are, I won't let you get it away. Yeah, it looks like you're having a lot of fun. Makes me so jealous, it ticks me off. Here you are, in a place like this, guffawing and having a loud, noisy time with everyone. With all these beautiful witches around to pamper you. You must be having so much fun that you don't even want to go back.
Are you talking to me? Oh, you've got the wrong idea. This is a pain for me, too.
But yeah, unless Battler really has been in here for eternity. In the witches game.
Oh shoot.
And it's already been 6 years or something. Or 10 years.
What do you mean fun? I don't know what I've been through. Or you don't know what I've been through.
Technically at the end of episode 1, the police arrived and everyone was dead.
That's true.
What you've been through? You've had fun living with Mom and Dad, and you played around with all of the cousins. And you get to play with these wacky witches for all eternity. Don't you recognize the happiness you have? Can't you see how jealous I am of you all? So much that I wish I could join in too. I'm sorry, but I'll have to turn you down there. I am satisfied with the toy I have. A rude toy like you is not fitting for my toy box. Yes, I understand. Who would ever play with someone like you? But I will thank you just a little for letting me meet everyone like this.
Who are you? You couldn't be...
I see, Zach. Yes, I understand. I know who you are. I see. So you are the piece Lady Brinkastel threw in. How amusing.
You took it long enough.
Why don't I formally invite you to my party? I'll welcome you fully. Along with Battler, I'll play nicely, break you, kill you, crush you, turn you to ash, mix you with bread dough, and bake you until you're fluffy. Ah, it's useless. It's all useless. You can't do that. On the Rokenjima of 1986, I'll expose everything that happened to the light of day. I'll show you that before the truth, you're like an icicle scared of the coming spring. Prepare yourself, Golden Witch. Beatrice.
What are these credits?
This is the
No. That is Angie, yeah. Ava returned alive.
I think she was the witch.
I want to be Genji. Is that what you said?
No, Ronove Genji.
I want to be Genji.
Kumasawa Chiyo.
Malala.
But how does Ava Beatrice tie into all this?
That's just Ava.
No, that's what I mean. It's just like, so like, were they like they were in cahoots with Ava Beatrice the whole time?
Who?
Beatrice and Virgilia.
Yeah, why not?
Because if the whole point of it was to like trick Bever, and then like Virgilia and Beatrice went on his side.
And so the
And
Golden
it's
Man
like-
once again crumbled into the darkness. However, Victor finally appeared in the game of the Golden Witch. This Victor is the new Golden Witch, Ava Beatrice, who was she who solved the riddle of the gold before time was up. The 17 all died. When the sequels cried, there was but one survivor. Well, the game is designed by the witch, right?
Yeah.
So obviously there was the evil maxing Ava, who appeared to be. I mean, it was perfect, really. Like, I don't
Was
think Ava Beatrice was in cahoots. I think Beatrice created Ava Beatrice.
That's true, but then it's like Ava Beatrice kind of just was OP.
I don't know, stinky.
Hmm.
Episode 3 Tea Party. This is gonna be a drag.
What the fuck are you, Shikamaru? I'm that.
Huh?
This is gonna be a drag.
I like how Dread of the Angie did play as well.
Dread of the Angie.
I never expected Lady Burncastell's piece to barge in at the very end.
I searched all over the place for a piece fitting for a game with you. I was sure you'd like it.
What's with that piece? Who was that person? Who was it? She didn't say her name. That's mean. Hey, don't you think so too? I have a general idea. Or rather, I imagine most people would have figured it out. Most people? Well, I don't get it, and it was that character's first appearance, wasn't it? If she doesn't say her name, I won't understand. The players won't understand. No one will understand, right?
Oh shoot.
Freaking go.
He's got like cover Delta's ears.
Damn it. I needed to talk to African because,
Oh, he's muted, definitely, yeah.
are y'all recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
Beto, don't bother telling her. See? Isn't she a funny kid?
Indeed. Lady Lambda-Dulce's innocent airhead side is truly precious and amusing. Come on, why won't you tell only me, you meanie? In exchange, I'll teach you a special secret that only I know. So tell me. Oh, a special secret, you say? I want to hear. Blah. If you want me to tell you, first tell me who that girl really was. The secret I know sure is awesome. After all, it's about as awesome as knowing that Sana-san is actually Daddy. Huh? I said it, sorry. I'll bet you're so shocked that it turned your world upside down, right? Oh!
So your father was the one who came to your place, Lambda?
He came... Wait, what do you mean?
Lord Santa Claus only visits the homes of children with pure hearts. I guess he didn't come to your place, did he?
Well, Lord Santa Claus is gracious. Unless you're a really bad scoundrel, he'll give you a present. After all, he even gave them to me.
As you grow and your heart is hardened, he stops coming, doesn't he? How old were you, Beto, when he stopped coming?
Indeed. He kept coming until I was about 12. When my maiden's heart awoke, I quickly got somewhat embarrassed about Lord Santa coming. After I wrote, "Thanks for everything," that's enough. So make sure you splurge on the last set of presents. He stopped coming. Oh, and I was looking forward to it too. How old were you when he stopped coming, Lady Breakastel?
I was pretty wild. It happened fairly early. I think I was about 9. Something about that beard really irritated me, so I waited in my futon with some sewing scissors ready, trying to cut it off. What a painful age.
So, as far back as Lady Lambda-Dulce can remember, Lord Santa Claus never came to see her, huh? He usually comes until the last year of elementary school or during middle school.
Maybe we should take her to a doctor. I hear that being too precocious can have negative side effects on the growth of mind and body. Yeah, you can definitely see some of those negative side effects.
Hey, what are you people talking about? Bleh! Wow, it truly is boisterous when the tree witch is grabbing.
If you're talking about a secret on that level, I doubt this will be worth listening to. Can I go now? I have to get ready for the next game.
Hey, what? Wait a sec. Tell me who that woman really was.
Well then, tell me this special secret of yours first. If it's good enough, then I'll tell you.
Okay, I'll tell you cause it really is a special secret. Remember, in this game there was a girl who found the gold and became the new witch, right? Indeed. And just what kind of secret might that person have? I figured out who that girl really is. Does anyone know? There was a hint in the way she talked. Remember, that girl said it a lot, didn't she? If only you'd just blah. Right? Yes, that phrase is the key point. If only. If only. If only. Yes! She was actually Uchiramiya Ava. What do you think? Are you shocked? Oh. Huh? I never noticed that. To think that there would be a hint in a place like that.
You're a real good sport, Betha. This kid tends to get full of herself, so try not to overdo it. See you. I'm leaving.
Wait, It's not fair if you just listen to my secret and don't tell me yours. Tell me who she really was.
Your secret was so amazing that mine just wouldn't match up. So in exchange, I'll teach you a special secret. I'll tell you the name of the culprit in this game called Higurashi no Nabu
No,
Koroni.
it says Higurashi spoilers. Why?
Yeah, she doesn't want to hear it.
Don't say it. I'm still playing it. This sucks. Oh, yeah.
See you, Beta. The black tea was delicious. However, the repertoire of jam on the crackers was lacking. I put chili paste every once in a while.
Oh, wait. Are the tips any different today?
No.
Yeah, her means end up becoming her goals. She's been
She
folded 100
folded it
times.
100 times, and she's reckless.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Add some Umineko.
It goes great with a Russian tea. Later.
Look, Brinka still doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to like, you know, I used to like look up to her, but not anymore. Ah, I see. I shall try it. I'll call for some after preparing the next game. Until then, feel free to polish up your strategy at your leisure.
Yes, I'll do that. This last game is pretty interesting. Later. Again.
Hey, wait a sec, tell me!
No.
My, you two really are close. Oh no. Yes, that's right. Oh, I really like you, Bernkastel. You could even say I love you. I want to gouge out your eyes so that you see no one other than me. Oh, that would be so wonderful. It'd be great to dunk them in black tea. Haha! To think that you would be so entranced, Lady Delta. I have a serious responsibility. Still, this last game really was close. I was a breath away from getting Battler. Dude, this thing has 2 speed settings. A crawl or lightning.
Yeah, I don't know. It was doing like 2 letters at a time.
Can I ask you something? You see, that's fast.
Yeah,
And then this is regular. What is it? I won't tell you that girl's name. When are you gonna stop fooling around? Are you even trying to win? Oh shoot.
Lambda Delta threatened her with a low voice.
Oh wait,
she had never
it was more
used
like,
that.
when are you gonna stop fooling around? Are you even trying to win?
Completely blew away the calm atmosphere that had been there until a moment ago.
You know, I'm supporting you because you're supposed to be a witch who can win against Bernkastel. Is this? No, not yet.
She like gets up to the camera.
She doesn't do it in Pachinko.
Oh, she doesn't?
No. No, I told you, Pachinko Lambda Delta sucks. There's no redeeming. If you don't have the power to win against her, then I'll abandon you right away, okay? How harsh of you. What about me dissatisfies you? As you know, my game board is perfect. Lady Bernkastel will never be able to win. Yeah, that's right. Your board truly is impressive. It truly is an impressive and perfect game board that Bernkastel definitely won't be able to win. Not even after 100 years. Or even 1,000 years. That's why I made you a witch in exchange for letting me borrow it. If I stop being your guardian, you'll immediately go back to being a human. Make sure you don't forget that, no matter how much incredible magic power you hold. You are nothing more than a temporary witch. I understand. I am grateful to you. Don't speak so casually to me. I'll forgive that when Bernkastel's around, but not when she isn't. I'll bet you've started to forget how much you owe me. That is... So, you really are disgusting.
Whoa.
Go ahead and talk the way you usually do. But be mindful of what you say. I have a surprisingly short temper, you see. Indeed. Let's get back to what we were discussing. Your game board truly is perfect. You should be able to defeat Brinkastow without any trouble. But that kid won't surrender easily. She'll challenge you over and over. That is no problem. It has been certified by you, Lady Amidalta. My game board is perfect. Yeah, that's right, it's perfect. But you are the player. You, the player, perfect as well? Or you? What do you mean by that? What do I mean? That's what I want to hear. You play around a lot in your game. Sometimes that ends up confusing Brinkastow, so at first I thought it was some special strategy of yours. But I get the feeling that's not quite true. Rather than toying with the opponent in a match you can win, you don't actually care whether you win or lose, right? Ridiculous. How could that be? You know what? Your role is to make Brinkastow surrender. In other words, that means being the victor in this game for all eternity. As long as you keep trying to become the victor with certainty, then I'll give you my power as the Witch of Certainty. However, if you fight in a way that doesn't eliminate any possibility or you're lost, that's a different story. Of course, this is a game. Just as Lady Brinkastow will lose when I win, I will sometimes lose when she wins. The possibility of loss always exists. Therefore, I will... This is why you're useless. There's no need for you to be a game board. You just have to be a birdcage that can lock Brinkastow up here for all eternity. What's the role of a birdcage? Making certain the little bird inside never escapes. What's a birdcage worth if it has cracks that sometimes let a bird out? Of course, games exist for the purpose of winning, and it is impossible for me to lose. Therefore, I will continue to win. As you wish, for all eternity. Good answer, that'll be fine. I'll allow you to play around and use fakes as part of your tactics. It ended up being useful during parts of this round. But you know what? If you make a move hoping for anything else other than victory, make sure you're prepared for something amazing, okay? I will not do such a thing. I swear it. Because originally you weren't even a witch, and at any time, I'll remind you what a truly shabby creature you were. If you betray my expectations, that is. As soon as you do, you can look forward to a fun punishment game. In the world of billions of fragments, I'll send you into the most miserable one and seal you there. Oh wait, yeah, that's the one I think. That might be the one from earlier, but kind of. I don't think she leans forward in original either. I'm gonna check. Sorry, YP gang, but this is a mystery that has to be solved. If not, I'm gonna get on my copy of console, because this is the Tea Party, so it's easy to access it. I have the copy of console sprites. I have everything unlocked on it. Yeah, that's the only one that it could be. I mean, it's either...
Oh yeah, did you guys even read Umineko in the first few seasons? Or first few episodes?
Yeah.
Like, did you read it out loud? Because I was like watching some of them and I feel like you...
Oh no, the first episode I don't think we read it out loud. Or, like, the mic wasn't working. But no, we weren't voicing, like, everything. We were voicing some stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's these, right? I'm sure we're seeing a mix of these right now.
Oh, okay.
And then of course there's the lean in. But there is no equivalent to the lean in, right? The only, like, that one is just a leaned in equivalent of the previous one, you know?
Yeah.
And that, the equivalent in original, I'm pretty sure it can only match up to this. Well, the one that we're looking at right now. I mean, again, Pachinko's better than original, but it doesn't top console in this sense, you know? But either way, if I ever want to, because the month just became October, now I'll turn on my camera, right? Not for the YB gang, just for you.
Okay.
Okay, you can see it. You see the camera?
Yeah.
You see the calendar in the back?
Oh, wait, I do.
Yeah. So if I ever want to see it, I just have to turn around.
It is October after that.
The world of billions of fragments, dude. What the heck?
Yeah.
Trying to torture
Yep.
Beatrice.
This is going in my cringe fragment.
No. I'll send you to the most miserable one and seal you there. Literally the cringe fragment.
Yeah.
You were already miserable to start with. There's gonna be some really miserable fragments out there for the picking. Beatrice dies.
Jeez.
Oh, I love you, Bergustel. Struggle in Beatrice's birdcage as much as you like. And over the course of 1,000 years, realize that you can no longer escape. Dude, I think Lambda Delta's a little weird. I think we ought to go back and read Higurashi before continuing this.
It didn't take way too long.
Huh?
It didn't take way too long.
No, Higurashi isn't that long. It's shorter.
How short? Like how short?
It's probably like 100 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This game is gonna take us like 300 hours.
Okay, and?
That's not 100 though. You know what I mean?
Bro, but listen, I don't care. And when you surrender, I'll train you so that— No! She's gonna train her! So that you can't do anything other than cry in the palm of my hand. No, like, Battler has to, like, tell something to Lambda Delta. The bilingual HD version. They're not cool.
Huh.
Dude, this game is starting to piss me off.
What do you mean?
I don't like these witches.
That's true.
Just when the witches stopped being scary, like the only good witches became even scarier. And we haven't even seen Troll Castell yet.
That is true, actually.
I don't even have faith for her anymore. Do we have tips on episode 3? No, we don't. We gotta go into like the second tea party, which is usually shorter. I don't get it though. The regular tea party was only witches. So what's even this? 12 years later. What the heck?
To be honest, Burgers, I think you should have Takarashi. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Oh wait, this is Angie.
Like, read it first. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you guys just start off with that?
Because we wanted to read Umineko.
A monotonous electronic sound kept on repeating. The room was filled with hygienic tones, in other words, an emotionless way. It was a room at a certain university hospital. Neither her doctors nor the person herself had any doubts that this room, which had a price so high that no commoner could afford to spend a night there, would be the last room she ever saw. Was the person on the bed Ava? Even if someone told you that was so, she was unbelievably aged and worn out. The well-built man in a suit waiting in the corner near the door was having a whispered conversation through an intercom with someone outside. He was a guard protecting Ava's person. After telling the person on the other end of the intercom to wait, he approached Ava's bed. Ava had been awake for a short while. However, she stared at a single point in empty space as though her mind was not in the same place.
Andrew-san has arrived in the lobby below. Should we let her pass?
For a long time, Ava didn't answer. However, bit by bit, her eyes began to regain their focus, and she gave a small nod, indicating that she didn't mind if they called Anji. It had been Ava who called her. She was right on time. By this point, Ava would refuse anyone who wanted a meeting without an appointment. The room was dark, even though it was still light outside, because the curtains were always closed. There was always one guard waiting in the room, and 3 more waiting in the corridor and the lobby. They were all there to protect Ava's person. Eventually, there was the sound of a knock. Also, there was a message from the intercom that the guest's body check had been completed with no problems. The door was unlocked, then opened, and a high school-aged girl was standing there. Chairman. That was a guard.
Chairman, Andrew-san has arrived.
Ava reacted and turned her face towards the guest. However, instead of reacting to the guard's call, maybe it would be better to say that she reacted to the smell of Anji's makeup. After being shut up in this room for so long, Ava was sensitive to even small changes in smell.
And she just dies because Angie put on too much makeup.
True. So you came. Anji.
Woohoo! Yeah, tips! Yeah, what? Oh, there she is. Oh shit,
She just connected
Maria just got scooted over.
there.
Ushirimiya Anji, the daughter of Rudolph and Kairi, Battler's younger sister from a different mother. She hasn't come in contact with Battler often, but is extremely fond and respectful of him. She was sick and absent during the family conference, so she always ends up surviving in solitude. A very unfortunate girl whose heart is in tatters. Has a bad habit of always walking around with massive amounts of cash, throwing it out to whoever comes first.
I ought to meet her. Like, just hunt her down.
Let's see. Okay, she's like 43 years old.
Anji's 43.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
In 2023?
Oh, okay, that's true.
Yeah, when does this take place? Like 1777 or something like that?
No, it's like 1492.
It's like what?
1492.
Is it actually?
No, it's 1986.
What?
What?
1986.
No, don't you remember, like, in the previous episode, like, Christopher Columbus, he was, like, talking to the Queen so that he can set sail for the colonies?
Oh, that makes
Oh, that's true.
And then, like, while they were on the boat, like, some creepy witch came out and, like, shot Chris in the face.
sense.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, when this storm goes away and the seagulls cry, we'll be able to see who died. Because we can't light any candles in this light, so we can't tell what's happening. Did the game mute itself, or am I just bad?
I think you're just bad.
Okay, there we go. I came. You did call me.
On Ava's face, there was no trace of a person warmly welcoming their niece. And on Anji's face, you couldn't see the expression of one pleased to meet with their aunt. Ava waved her arm, which had grown as thin as a withered branch, and motioned for the guard to leave.
Honestly, as soon as the guard leaves, I would just put like a car bomb underneath the bed and walk away.
Just smother her.
Oh no!
The guard bowed silently and went out into the hall.
Just like stuff a bunch of cash down her throat so she can't breathe.
True.
It's not only stuffy, but dark too. Can I open the curtains?
Is your plan for that hitman you hired to shoot me through the window?
I wish I could get hired to assassinate you.
Oh,
All I'd have to do is relax at home for a month and the job would take care of itself.
Their discussion was quite morbid for an aunt and niece. However, they didn't look like they were joking. At the very least, Ava believed that someone was after her life. All of the Ushiromiya family's massive fortune had come into the possession of Ushiromiya Ava. It was said that this fortune also included the 10 tons of hidden gold that Ushiromiya Kinzo was rumored to have hidden. While this vast wealth lay in Ava's cunning, sly, and suspicious hands, no one was able to complain. But it was rumored that as soon as it was passed on to Anji, who was no more than a young girl, certain people were plotting to snatch it away. By now, Ava and Anji were Kinzo's only descendants. If Ava died, all of the wealth would go to Anji. And if Anji were then to be killed as well, that wealth would go to the family of Anji's mother, Kairi. In this sense, not only Ava but Anji as well were in a position where it wouldn't be odd at all for their life to be targeted by some unknown person. And Ava had hated Anji for a long time. This was because she knew that after losing her only precious son, George,
Didn't she
who
like
she
blow
killed,
George's smooth
if she killed, the inheritor of her own wealth would be none other than a girl who had been absent at that family conference 12 years ago, and who had survived. Ava shunned Anji, disliked her, and even hated her. She isolated Anji in a special school and separated her from the youth and happiness normal people have, trying to keep her as a pet until death. What? However, Ava had succumbed to an incurable illness.
She got like the... she just got cursed.
And ironically, her remaining life was estimated to be the same as Kinzo's had been at that family conference 12 years ago. Both Ava and Anji hated each other. Even though they were each other's last blood relatives, they hated each other so much that they hoped the other would die quickly.
And... why did you go to all the trouble of calling for me?
I don't have much time left. These quack doctors still can't detect any of the poison that's filling me up. I know. I'm sure it's some secret assassination drug used by those Soviet KGBs.
Wake up, Ava, wake up. The Cold War ended 7 years ago, come on.
Oh, I'm gonna be killed, I'm gonna be
It's
killed.
not even the Soviet Union anymore, it's the Russian Federation.
Isn't that great? Very soon I will die, which will surely be quite a load off your back.
true.
What a pitiable person.
This always happened. They immediately deviated from the main topic, distorting into a more unsettling discussion. Ava, who was absolutely paranoid, believed that someone was always after her life. And in actual fact, after inheriting the vast wealth of the Ushiromiya family, she had used wild methods just like Kinzo had done in the past, repeatedly making money by any means necessary and creating many enemies along the way. With a massive supply of capital, she had plotted to aggressively buy businesses that were starting to have rapid growth, making them buy it back at a high price under the guise of reconciliation. Ironically, it was the same type of action that her husband's company had been hit with 12 years ago. She had repeated this constantly for 12 years. She had also earned a lot of hatred. If her husband had heard of this from beyond the grave, he might have defended her, saying that the loneliness from losing her family fueled her actions.
Man, fuck that bitch.
Low key.
That's
Fuck
true.
That's
that.
bad.
However, of all the people who knew her now, none would defend her.
Dustman,
What's up?
Ava eloquently spoke of how her life was being targeted.
I've made it out.
Listing
out of
off
the
names
airfield.
of people who hated her,
Oh, you made it out. Nice.
and sneering at the fact that she still hadn't been killed, even though Anji heard her own name included in that list. There was no particular change in her expression. She waited indifferently for Ava to tire herself out. You see, I really hate you.
Facts. Fucking whore.
I'm honored. Same here.
About to go.
I've put this
Scroll.
future for George's sake.
Where's African? Come back.
Susan got a stroke. Oh, he's playing My Hero Rumble.
Ah, it's useless.
Dude, he didn't even see Angie.
I know.
To think that it will be snatched away by you. To think that it will be stolen away by Rudolph's daughter.
Okay, but who else's daughter? Like, if not Angie, like Battler, you know? I mean, if not Battler, Angie, right? Battler's obviously the most suited.
I can't bear it. To think that I would have my fortune stolen away without even leaving behind a child. That I cannot forgive.
I mean, being frank, honestly, Ben is probably the best. Like, the best fit. Just because Battler's, like, incompetent. Jessica's a tomboy. I mean, we don't know what Maria's gonna look like in the future. Honestly, Maria will probably be like a Kenzo.
Fuck you pinging me for?
Right, there's a new character.
Character for what?
And
Umineko.
Umineko on the stream.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about them damn characters,
What you
nigga.
mean, bro?
Stop lying, African.
Facts.
Look,
Liar, liar,
I'm
pants on
only
fire.
gonna say this once. You gotta stick around a little bit at least.
He'll only say it once or else.
Exactly. If only you just give all your fortune to charity. What about all those religious people you used to go so far out of your way to find? It's like the witch's cafe.
They all say the same thing. My excessive wealth has become a burden to me. And they always say something about how I need to give it up and cleanse myself.
True.
Then I thought of something. I stopped donating. For a time, Ava had searched for the founders of several strange and new religious cults, perhaps seeking peace in her heart. But they gave her heart no relief. And if anything, they ended up increasing her paranoia further.
I'll let you see. I wasn't lying to you, African. But you thought I was.
That's so real.
Alright, you can go stroke now.
He's
Fact.
playing My Hero Rumble, bro. Ultimate Rumble. He's the. Forget about him, Dustman.
If you
He's a
have too
brother.
much monkeys, why don't you start making cornbread? Corned beef hash. She's only thinking about frocks and Milas. What?
Yeah, why is this her first idea? I've thought of something even more interesting. Oh shoot.
It's like frocks and Milas history right over here.
I've worried over it a lot.
I think Ava's gonna make like coleslaw instead.
What can I do to make things horrible for you?
I feel like poison the gold.
I thought about killing you. I also thought about erasing all of my wealth, leaving you penniless and selling you off to a slave trader or something. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Put her in like a human trafficking ring.
You'd have your arms and legs chopped off and be forced to take customers until you died. Ah, that would be so wonderful.
You didn't even have to do it there. Is this fun for you?
Oh, yes it is. It's fun to scare you. But very soon I will die.
Little bro thinks she's
Okay,
Rudolph.
Rudolph. So I thought about how I might continue to cause you pain even after my death. And then... it was surprisingly simple. I called you because I wanted to talk about it.
I have midterms coming up. Keep it brief.
I have decided. I will have you inherit all of my fortune.
Oh?
Not only that, but I decided that until the very day I die, I'll expand that fortune as much as I can, inflating it to massive proportions before having you inherit all of it. Can you even imagine what that would be like?
I don't get it. Because it's stupid.
That's right, you don't get it, do you? Look forward to it, it really is fun being rich. Every day, yokai from across Japan come to play. From now on, your entire life will be followed by talk shows and weekly magazines. The media will criticize me no matter what I do or don't do. If I donate, they'll attack me for being bourgeois, and if I hesitate, I'll be abused as a miser. Oh, every day really is wonderful, you see. I decided it'd be great to let you have that kind of life, when you're so young and have so much ahead of you. Doesn't that sound absolutely wonderful?
Looks like the public's opinion of all you've done was spot on.
Too true, yes, that is too true, speaks volumes. Go ahead, abuse me as much as you want. Soon you will face that same criticism. Japanese culture dictates that good people live in honorable poverty while the wealthy should just die.
I mean, like, I think Andrew should just move to America.
Yeah,
Land
new
of the
countries.
rich. Like, look at Elon Musk, you know? He has like 100 haters, but he probably doesn't care. Because he just does whatever he
True.
wants with his money. Only 100 though.
No matter what you do or do not do, you will eventually be lifted up as a symbol of envy and hate across Japan. I wonder how twisted your life will become after living that way. You have no allies.
What? No, she misinterprets. Andrew has no enemies.
No one will listen to your words. Abusing you will become a public sport. And
Yeah.
no one can stop that. Oh, Anji. Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. I wonder how you will live your life and how you'll end it. Enjoy to the fullest a life of being unable to trust anyone in the world, being unable to love anyone, being unable to talk with anyone. I'll be patiently waiting for you to
Why this guy hate him so much?
down with you into hell. I don't know.
He seems kind of like a piece of shit, to be honest.
No, she's just like old. And so she lets everything get to her head, you know?
Oh, she's like Delta's like grandma or something?
Yeah.
That's real. Like, Anji just walks into the room, like, minding her own business, and Ava's just like,
Yeah. And she's like, you snack mouth. How about you trying to get you some teeth so you can eat some solid food? Keep on, you lizard.
her insane laughter turned to a painful cough. Without changing her expression in the slightest, looking completely unconcerned, Anji stared at the only survivor of Rokenjima. Perhaps because he found the violent coughing suspicious, the guard gave a short knock on the door and rushed in at the same time. Anji glanced at him, wordlessly making it clear that she didn't intend to move a step from where she was. Anji was prepared for some kind of trap to frame her in Ava's death. However, that was fortunately a needless fear. As the guard rubbed Ava's back, he poured hot water from a thermos into a mug. As he did, Ava kept coughing, apparently in pain. Anji figured this is probably the last she'd see of the Rokenjima witch's final days. Eventually, the coughing subsided and Ava regained her normal breathing. However, the glittering madness inside her eyes hadn't subsided in the slightest. Now I will give to you that cursed mass of gold and the Ushiromiya family headship, as well as the name of the Golden Witch, Beatrice. Enjoy the insane, twisted rest of your life, fitting for the name of the witch.
I don't need that. More importantly, tell me, on that day, what happened on Rokenjima? I don't believe it was an accident. Tell me the truth about what happened that day, and why father and mother and Nissan died.
Oh yes, that is the best way I have to harass you, isn't it? What happened on that day? What happened on this day in 1986? You want to know what they said before they died, right? I won't tell you!
What a dick.
I'll leave behind the cursed gold. But you know what? I'll take the truth you seek with me to hell. That's the best way I can torment you.
No, this really is like future Trunks.
Yeah.
It's just like the bad ending, and then she like goes back to the past.
Oh, you mad?
No! You sure this isn't Bernkastel's piece?
If you want to hear it so much, try going to hell and asking your family there. In that case, you better die right now, right? Ah, if only you just give up and die right now. That laugh continued until she started coughing again, and that cough did not subside until she started moaning and going into convulsions. October 4th, 1986. On Orokonjima, the Ushiromiya family's customary and final family conference was held. And on the next day, October 5th, an extremely unfortunate accident occurred and the Ushiromiya family was wiped out. Fortunately, Ushiromiya Eva escaped from that and inherited almost all
Ooh,
of the
that bitch
Ushiromiya
bad.
family's
Hold
fortune.
on.
What? This is like the witch. Like I
But
showed you
she
like
bad as hell.
Bro,
Boy, look
come
at them cracks.
dude, get out of here, man. Like whatever.
Why? Dog that bitch.
However, due to the many turbulent rumors surrounding the Ushiromiya family, the way Eva acted afterwards, and her unnatural actions at the time of the unfortunate accident, the public was in an uproar over whether this might have been a conspiracy to get all of the inheritance for herself.
I mean, it's like
Which it was.
you know, like they go to the island, right? It's like
Good
oh, you know,
Lord have mercy. She probably like 14. That nigga
it's like,
dead,
yeah,
ain't
you
he?
know, this man is this is one of the victims of the accident. He has a .45 caliber hole in his chest. Yeah, I think it was an accident, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how
It's
that.
like, oh,
That seemed pretty well thought out and
It's like this woman had a shotgun in her hand
executed.
when we found her. I think she would just manage to get away from the accident. Like, how did Nanjo even die? We
I don't know, it was an accident.
It's just, a gun or a spear-shaped object. The public was in an uproar.
Under pressure from the public, prosecutors repeatedly tried to investigate the matter, and the media began tracing the outline of a conspiracy they called the Rokonjima suspicion. But in the end, they weren't even able to find proof that this unfortunate accident was a crime. However, because the media continued to give the impression that the Rokonjima suspicion was a conspiracy of Ava's, public opinion began to believe that she was the true culprit, correctly. Of course, that was also influenced by the bad impression caused by that all easily condemnable overbearing financial activity, which she had carried out using that vast wealth. Every time she did something and the rumors started spreading, the media would bring back the Rokonjima suspicion, blaming the criminal justice system by saying that she was the true culprit and that the only reason she hasn't been arrested is because even the police had been bribed. So the impression she was a great villain grew stronger and stronger. Her heart eventually degenerated, and ironically it began to transfigure her into the kind of human that the public expected. By now, Ava had no one she could trust and no family. After her beloved husband passed away tragically, the talk shows occasionally mentioned his company, saying that it was run recklessly while criticizing and disgracing its former accomplishments. Even her beloved son George was dramatized as the stereotypical rich, lazy son that the public expected, and no one even wanted to know what a simple and honest character he had possessed. As to how much all this hurt Ava and ran her to ruin, no one cared. The public was only interested out of curiosity about how a super rich evil woman who killed her whole family lived her pitiful later years. That happened more and more, and eventually, Ava's personality was transfigured until people started calling her a lunatic. It was said that this sometimes reminded her of her father, whom she had once admired in his later years. And she laughed at herself with scorn. And on the day of that final family conference, Miss Ushirame Rudolph's daughter, Anji, had been sick and had stayed with her mother's family. She had not participated. At the age of 6, she had lost her family and had gained Ava as her guardian. Since Anji had become Ava's only blood relative, Ava took very good care of her. She had imposing guards surrounding Anji's person at all times to prevent her coming to harm. Anji had even her right to play with friends, to come home from school together, and to enjoy the season together stolen away, so that she can live a full and pleasant school life. Ava had sent Anji to an elegant boarding school that took care of her every need, completely isolating her from the world. She didn't even know the popular songs that girls her age might hum. She was never given a chance to enjoy window shopping with her friends or stuffing her mouth with crepes, much less an encounter with a member of the opposite sex to make her heart throb. Anji did not have a single friend. If anyone carelessly acted friendly with Anji, they would be scolded by the guards or else the teachers. All of them were strictly ordered not to let shabby humans approach the daughter of the esteemed Ushiromiya family. During that time, the talk shows were always mentioning Ushiromiya Ava, always spreading rumors about her countless financial misdeeds. Those who knew her daughter was naturally, again, to keep their distance. Even now, she was called a witch at school, and any time something bad happened, even if there was no proof, it would be whispered as though for absolute truth that she imposed her will on the school staff. The environment makes the person. By now, she had a heart as wild as though around her feared. No one trusted her, so she never bothered to believe in anyone. No one loved her, so she never even tried to love. And when Ava caught an incurable illness on top of all this, it was whispered that this too was a conspiracy, and this time Anji was set up as the mastermind. Everyone whispered that the daughters of witches are witches too. Even the talk shows and the weekly magazines whispered that. So Anji also accepted as though it was obviously true. Therefore, since she already believed that she was a witch, when she heard that the name of the Golden Witch was being turned over to her, she only felt like saying, "You just figured that out now?" However, she was at least sure of one thing. This title of witch that she had inherited would definitely never be inherited by anyone else. She would be the last head of the Ushiromiya family, and the last lonely Golden Witch.
What, she's not trying to get like a husband and have kids? Or is she gonna like, wait, she's probably gonna take the last name. Kind of dishonorable, but whatever.
Anji could be seen on the roof of a skyscraper. Compared to the winds of the world that had beaten down upon her until now, this strong cold wind was warm and pleasant. Below her lay a beautiful nighttime scene and a dazzling river of red and white lights. It was supposed to be clear out that night, so there really should have been countless stars stretching out over the sky. However, the light from the ground was too bright, so you couldn't see them at all. Anju couldn't help but think that what she truly sought must lie in that unseen starlight. The world of reality below her looked so far away from here. She could imagine that this place was the closest to the world she really should be in. There was only one thing that Anji cursed. Why had she not been able to go to that family conference on that day 12 years ago? Even though, if she had gone, it would probably have been impossible for her to stay with her family forever. Lately, she'd been dreaming about her family over and over again. The person I was 12 years ago calls out frantically, urging them not to go to the family conference. Both Dad and Mom were too far away, and my hand won't reach them. Battler Nissan always loved me a lot and always pat my head. Even though it looks like that hand's about to touch me, even it does not reach. For some reason, I started having that dream over and over. Every time I had that same dream, I uselessly tried to stretch out my hand even more forcefully over and over and over. Even if only Battler Nissan had lived, then perhaps we'd at least be able to support each other in my cold and lonely reality. But his hand never reaches me. Even if I climb to the roof of this tall building, I'm so far away from all of them. The mysterious girl appears in my dreams and urges me. She urges me to find the truth of what happened 12 years ago.
Perhaps a girl with blue hair and tails.
Perhaps Bernkastel. Just maybe.
If only I could learn everything that happened to Father and the rest of them on that day. Would they come back? At least one of them?
There was no way that anyone would answer that question for her. I get it. In this world, I have no family or friends. So let's go. Let's go home. To where my family is. No, she's gonna jump. From the start, Anji's figure had been on the outer side of the fence. The scenery below her eyes was distant, beautiful, and so fantastical that it actually didn't give rise to fear. If I look down, I'll surely be swallowed up by the world below. So I looked up, because I wanted to be taken to the world above, the world of my family was. Who cares about vast wealth? Who cares about cursed gold? Who cares about the golden witch Beatrice? What I really want, even a mountain of gold couldn't get me. What I need for that is to take a single step forward, just that little bit of courage.
I don't know, I think before jumping off a building and making a lane reference, she could have just, like, gone to Rokonjima and started reading Kenzo's books.
That's true. At that moment, I definitely heard a voice. It was a voice I knew. A voice that had called to me in my dreams for so long. Yeah. Before my eyes, in other words, in midair above that jet-black nighttime scenery, there was the figure of the girl I'd seen in my dreams. She spoke again with the same voice I'd heard in those dreams. Your assistance is required.
My assistance? Who needs it?
Your family needs it. Your family has been eternally imprisoned in the span from this day 12 years ago until the following day.
If I save them, does that mean my family will come home?
When I asked the question I had most wanted to, the girl cruelly stopped talking and hung her head. I cannot promise that. The enemy is the Golden Witch Beatrice, a mighty opponent. I cannot oppose her. but another golden witch might be able to manage something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The only one who can oppose the Beatrice from 1986 is the final Beatrice from 1998. In other words, you. Anji. Anji Beatrice.
No! That witch from 12 years ago took away my family?
That's right. She is your foe. The root cause that always leads to your future of isolation.
My family's foe.
In exchange, I will search for a fragment of the ideal world that you wish for, a world where your family comes home. I make no promises that your desire will be granted. Beatrice's game board 1986 is quite perfect. I had planned on bringing you that ideal fragment as a present today, but I still can't find it. This is a very firm fate. I haven't seen the likes of it since the time I fought Lambda Delta.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm giving you a chance for revenge. In exchange, I promise to search for and bring you the happiest resolution among the possibilities you're capable of accepting.
At least one where Battler survives, right?
Yeah, like at very least.
Revenge.
Like at least one family member.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because she was saying that, like, even if just Nissan had survived, you know?
It may be a fruitless effort. Even if you succeed in your revenge, there's no definite proof that your family will return. Even if you manage to hit a miraculous probability, you may only be able to bring one person back, if that. Anji understood the meaning of that dream. The dream where it seemed that with just a little more stretching, her hand might be able to reach at least Battler Nissan.
A miraculous probability means it's still higher than 0, right? Is it 1%?
Trying to read any probabilities before the result is useless, so I cannot tell you that number. But it'll definitely be slightly more likely now.
But it'll definitely be slightly more likely than if I do nothing.
Yes. As long as you do not throw away that desire it goes away. But be prepared. It is extremely close to 0.
Okay. I'll take you up on that offer.
Are you sure? You probably won't be able to return here again.
This isn't the world I'm supposed to be in. I'll find the world I'm supposed to be in myself. Tell me your name.
The Witch of Miracles, Bern Castell. And by that name, I acknowledge you as the Golden Witch, Anji Beatrice.
It's just Anji.
Yeah, it's Anji.
Not anything crazy, you know? Oh, wait, here's Brickestone. This is just like Black Blood, Battler. Like on this page.
True.
Wait, I mean, I guess if Ava Beatrice was a witch, then Angie Beatrice is just as much of a witch.
Yeah.
The ultimate sort of magical resistance. That's true. Oh, and she has a talent for attacks against magic. So she's not only resistant to magic, she's also, like, offensive to it.
What does it mean opposite to her brother's wit?
Like, I mean, yeah, he has like good defense. She has good offense.
Well, she has defense and offense. It's not opposite.
No, but her defense comes from a different source. So like, if she wasn't from the future, then she would just have offense. But because she's from the future, she's like attack proof.
She's just like an anomaly.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, maybe we'll get 6-year-old Angie.
6-year-old Angie will pull up and just get one shot.
Yeah. No, she'll one shot somebody and then get one shotted.
As of now, you are a true witch. The instant she proclaimed that I was a witch, I felt dizzy as though something inside me had changed drastically.
That's just the tips.
At that time, I heard a clunk. It was the sound of the door that opened to the staircase to the roof. It was Ante with guards.
Oh shit.
There were only guards in name. I went through the cage that wrapped the ties around me, shutting me in. I saw that I was already on the other side of the fence and dashed forward, horrified.
Money, found the target. Requesting backup on the roof.
Anji-san, we were looking for you. It's dangerous there, so quickly come this way. What's that?
My fan club. I'm pretty popular.
No point in getting caught. Let's go. Looking annoyed, Brunkisto turned on her heels in the jet black sky. Watching that perfectly casual gesture, I followed her as though it was completely normal. Anji-san! Wait! Don't be hasty, look out!
It's useless. It's all useless. Well then, see you again next time. Please send a limo to get me. Because everyone else will be there too. See ya.
Anji-san!
Dustman, technically I'm not out of the region yet, you know what I mean? It's like, I have to get out the way I came. And it's like the longest way in the game.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. I did take a shortcut though.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Because like, if I took the original way I came in, it would have taken like maybe like an hour and a half or longer.
No, I mean, I guess like to go to a different biome from that cold place.
Well, the airfield is like the furthest like region from anything. There's like, you have to go through 2 or 3 other regions to get to it, and the regions are just railroad tracks going straight pretty much, and then a very long road.
There's a world to be found underground. Yeah, these credits are really awesome. I'm glad that they decided to entertain the YB gang with these.
True.
Like, wow, Jono 7th, like, I thought he was a good writer, but now I'm sure that he's like the greatest of all time.
He's the GOAT.
Okay, so we have new tips. A new home screen. What the hell?
What? Why is this creepy witch on the screen?
I get to open the game to this clown. Let's see what the tips has to say. I like this full page of tips though.
That's true. Like, execute Anji.
Okay. I can't.
You can't.
She has magic resistance.
Sure. Execute Ava.
I can blow this guy's head smooth off, but not Angie's.
Now we'll go Ava.
I was
It's
half
useless.
expecting her to pull out a shotgun when I did that.
You can execute people in Umineko.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Join the stream. Who do you want me to execute?
Ava or Anji.
Don't pick the two that
You
I
can't
can't
do
execute.
either of them.
What?
Why don't you
the
pick
ones
somebody
that-
who I can actually execute?
Who can execute?
Everybody
else.
Battler.
The heck, man.
Is he on there?
Yeah. I have the thing on the screen right now.
Yeah, it's actually looking at it.
Do you have to execute someone?
No.
I'm just
If
telling
you're looking at it, you understand what we're talking about.
Why would I look at it though? It's like I'm crossing a bridge, you know what I mean?
You're a little bit weird. I mean, that's just how he is sometimes, you know? You can't kill anybody on this screen.
Why don't you just execute like her? Yeah, like Beatrice. Come on. She's like a fucking like evil like
This is so
motherfucker.
stupid.
Let's fire her. She's like the best drawn one. Execute Beatrice. Come on. Wait, no, wait.
What?
Or he just want to blow Beatrice actually.
I can't.
Oh, motherfucker! Why?
No, look, I got you.
Oh, cool. She
Boom.
dead now? Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Evil like solved. You know what I mean? Does that affect the story?
No.
No.
Oh, what does it do then?
It's just like have the information.
Dude, what the hell? Yeah, okay, whatever. So, episode 1 was standard difficulty, episode 2 was extreme.
What does that even mean? Is it difficulty?
Yeah, episode 3 was equal, and this one, the difficulty
How is
depends on
it
us.
like difficult to like read? All you have to do is read in this fucking game, isn't
No,
it?
the difficulty of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Of the game.
I'm like opening my third eye and I'm looking.
Good morning. How shocking that you haven't been forced into surrender even now. By this point, even I am forced to expect a lot from you. Not all of the game takes place on the board. How about taking a little peek at the outside outside this time around? You say that if you know your enemy, you need not fight 100 battles. The difficulty level depends on you. The manner in which you fought up until now will greatly influence the difficulty of the game.
So, even if like Beatrice and Virgilia were just like feds the whole time, like what about Ronave?
One of the 72 great demons works for a master in exchange for various forms of compensation.
Yeah, why are you reading it? I just mean in general.
Oh, what about Renove?
Because I mean, like, even at like the very beginning, like as soon as Beatrice like summoned Ronave and like he was brought into the story, like he was just like a bro from like minute 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Beatrice hadn't even thought of that plan yet because teacher never told her about it.
Mm-hmm.
So even if like Beatrice and Virgilia were not to be trusted, like a Ronave, like real, he's the only real one.
What if Ronave got tricked as much as Battler did?
Exactly.
Like, Virgilia's just cracked. I don't know. I mean, he is furniture, after all, though.
That's true. No, it was just like being nice only became her strategy after Virgilia told her about it.
Uh-huh.
But it's like one of it was just doing that even before the strategy.
Yeah, no, Ronave was always himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think he's just cool, you know, he's just chill.
And he wasn't even in the Golden Land, was he?
I think he might have been, like, in the congratulations, but
Yeah, he might have been like
do anything.
one message, but he didn't do anything after that.
Yeah, he wasn't involved.
Oh yeah, because they had the stakes surround Anji. They had the Goat Butlers. They had the Cheester sisters, and Ronave was nowhere.
Yeah. No, he wasn't even commanding anybody. Because as, like, you know, head furniture, he's supposed to command people. He didn't even do any of that. It was just Beatrice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was just like, listen, I mean, you can do what you want, but I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna do this.
True.
Either way, I still don't like to see that tie there, you know? Like, at the end, we did learn that this was actually here the whole time. But whatever. Let's, I don't need to save, because when I open it up, it's still gonna be here, you know?
I didn't even notice. You saw what Delta put in G?
Yeah, I mean, the load
No.
is just there.
What he put?
His Mima is either, I don't know, dementia, Alzheimer's, one of the two.
Let's see.
That's tough.
Yeah, I don't know, she's acting up a little bit.
Oh wait. I just realized we can do it.
Goated.
Huh?
Like,
Oh wait, I didn't get
we
it.
can do it, you know?
What?
Don't believe in it.
Like it's finally it's possible, you know?
What are you talking about?
Like it can be done.
Oh no! Alright, but wait, let me, first, let's close this out. I need to get some more sprites for the YB gang screen, because I don't really know what's going on right now. I'm probably gonna put Angie on there. Like, make her really big so that everybody can see her. Let me open up my other instance of Umineko. I have to, like, find it. Here you go. Let's see. Alright.